What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be doing right now is showing you guys the best way to prepare for the new Team Diamond program that will be coming out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I want to address something real quick that I haven't addressed yet or really spoke on since we all been doing this. So I'll let you guys know my opinion real quick on it before I get into this, because it kind of, intertwines with it. And that is a pack strike, right? A pack strike. And the reason why it intertwines with this is because when the new Team Diamond program drops and these other programs drop, you guys are going to want to buy packs and so forth, right? So do I stand with the pack strike? I stand with the pack strike because there is a lot of things going on. I do like a lot of the rewards. And a lot of people are not really complaining so far about the way EA has went about giving us a lot of certain things. It's more about, in my opinion, we're not even getting the rewards that we're supposed to be getting. That's a big one. Certain parts of the gameplay, the pack odds are ridiculous, right? To where you're spending $100. In my opinion, you should at least get a full version of the player that comes with that program. So if it's a 91 overall when it comes to these AKA program, if you're spending $100, you should at least be able to complete a 91 or a 90 overall of that program that they release. That's my opinion on it, right? So things like that, to where I feel that they need to work more on. Yeah, I got over 6 million coins. I could buy any player I want. However, I'm only going to buy players that make sense to me. So if a player costs 1 million coins, which I don't encourage you guys to do, I'll only buy the player really if there's a set piece. Then I'll get the player and just sell the player back, because I'll probably take a small loss, and I won't even consider it that, considering that I'm going to get those players back. So I'm not even spending that much for them, right? So I'm very careful on how I spend my on the players that I get. Some of you guys even ask me, how come you don't have the full version of Night Train Lane and stuff like that, right? So I'm just letting you guys know right now that I did have the full version, and he's not worth 600k coins just to be having, right? My main thing, honestly, is the Cowboy theme team. Any Cowboy players that come out, as long as they're not very overpriced, I'll go ahead and pick them up, right? But we want to be smart about how we're doing it. I'm running around with 88 overall DeMarco Murray. But anyways, that's my opinion on pack strike. So I wanted to address that real quick. So I hope you're still with me, because I really want to address that, right? So the first thing that I'll let you guys know, right, is when it comes to preparing for the new Team Diamond program, what I will say is the main thing that you want to look into, there's several things, right? But the main thing is going to be the team builders. That's why I'm going down here, and that's what I went to my item binder. All right, so there's a few things I want to speak on that. Okay, let's go to team builders first, and I'm going to talk about this, right? So let's not make it too complicated. Bro, where's the team builders at? I don't like how, let me see if I can actually put it in here. Bro, can I click on it? Is there a team builder, or just this Team Affinity? I think it is. It says Team Affinity, right? So we should be all right after this. So that's Team Affinity. All right, here we go down here. So we don't have no team, bro. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Stuff like this, to where they make it like they're just certain things that should be a lot easier when it comes to maneuvering around. Or two team builders right here. But there's other things that they have to where it makes it a lot more complicated, right? But anyways, the 84 overall team builder. Last year when they dropped the Team Diamond program, you had to exchange, I think, two of the team builders that they released. The 284s or whatever it was, the 85s that they released, as well as some of the other team builder stuff that they had to go into the set, right? So just keep in mind that these 84 overall team builders might probably go for a lot, and some of these cars are probably going for a lot as well. See, I already have an 83, so these are 80. Earlier, these 80s were going for like 10k. Don't spend 10k on the 80 overalls. That's ridiculous. So now they're back down. See, this is back down to 6,300. But look at, that's, matter of fact, that's not even an 80. They most trick you into buying it. Look at 81s. 81s. This market is insane. So here's the thing. If you guys have cars in your item binder, what I will tell you guys to do, honestly, if, for instance, I know some of you guys are going to be in a hurry and be like, oh, I want to hurry up and complete it that day. If that's the case, then the best thing I could tell you is make sure you snipe these players for as cheap as you can get them, and complete these Team Diamond sets and get the Team Diamond players. Don't even pick the player yet. Just have these packs ready to go, right? However, when the legends drop on Saturday, or you can even go to another account and grind out all those legend those legend solos, and you're gonna get free 80 to 81 overall players, 82 to 83. That's how you're gonna get your free team diamonds. Just so you guys know that, all right? I mean, your free team builder packs. So don't be over there buying these. Like I said, unless you already did all your solos and you did everything you do. Once again, complete these, but wait until you can snipe them, because I'm not gonna encourage you guys to buy an 80 to 81 for 8,400 coins. That's ridiculous. That's like way too much, right? But get back to Team Diamond program. If you want to prepare for it, try to have a few of these packs completed. Don't pick the player yet, because you don't know what you're going to need. You might want to complete a different set with a different player that you want, and you might require a team builder player. So hold on to your packs until the program drops, right? Another thing is, like, say for instance, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up like certain Cowboy players and all that stuff in order to complete the Cowboy set. But keep in mind also, usually when they drop the Team Diamond program, there's other players who play for the Cowboys or play for your specific team, more than one Team Diamond. So you're preparing for the program, but you're only preparing for your team. But there might be other teams that you might want to complete the set. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Complete as many team builders that you possibly can. I wouldn't say overdo it, but whatever is reasonable to you, that you figured out how many players they might release for your team, or the player that you actually want for the team you want. Get those team builders. Hold on to the pack and open the pack the day that the program drops, if they're going to require them, and then pick the player that you're going to need out of them, right? So that's one thing that I did want to say. Now let's go over here to Team Affinity, because this all coincides with it. So this is what I'm gonna assume so far. It's gonna require 2 team builders of that team, and it's gonna require one of the Team Affinity cards. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I'm really thinking that this program is gonna consist of. 2 team builders and one of these 87 overall Team Affinity players. Then we're gonna get gonna be like the core of the set, and then they're gonna go into like the core elites, as well as like some golds and all that, because that's the way they usually do it every year. I don't know how they're gonna do it this year. This is just based on how they've been doing it year after year. So that's why I'm trying to prepare you guys for it, right? So another thing, if you guys so for the Cowboys, it's gonna be the center, which I already got the center. However, he's a B&D. I can't put him into a set, so I will literally have to buy the center again. So, and that's a lot of coins, right? Because if you think about it, if I could get my center back, it would be different. I wouldn't care, but you're not going to get the center back. I already got him, and then I got to buy him again in order to complete the set. But once again, though, if you want to be prepared and get it for as cheap as you can, do it now, while some people are not really tripping like that until the day of, and then try to snipe a lot of the lower players in order to do it. Okay, now the next thing. So far we got 2 team builders and an 87 overall Team Affinity player of whatever team that you're going to want. So if I want to do the Cowboys, I'll get Tyler Biadasz because he's going to be the required player for that set, because he's a Cowboy, which is right here. So I'll have to complete the set over again, or buy them in order to put them into the set, right? So that's where it goes right there when it comes to that. Okay, now the next thing, which is going to be the store offer, right? That's one thing. I know I'm going to bring it up anyway, because some of you guys are on different thing. Like I said, I'm on a pack strike with everyone else until they address into it, until everyone comes down saying, hey, everything's good now, blah, 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 and then go on from there on forth. However, but just keep in mind, I don't know how many people, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that are not participating also. So when it comes to certain players, I know last year they did actually release a $100 bundle, and you're able to get the topper of whatever Team Diamond for that, we call it. It was random. It wasn't a fantasy pack, but you're able to get any of the Team Diamonds. So that to me was a big plus, and that kind of dropped the market for that. But the only reason why people wanted to complete the set was because if you complete the set, you usually get a token back for that team. And after you complete all 32 tokens, it goes into the master, and you're able to get the master because you completed all 32 Team Diamond sets, which are going to give you the master. So whatever the master is, he's going to have all team chemistries. That's how it usually goes. So I'm looking forward to that. And if you guys want to know my opinion on who I think the team master might be, honestly, because they haven't released him yet, it might be Deion Sanders. And I think that right there would be a big plus, because everybody loves Deion Sanders. No matter what team you on, everybody wants a Deion Sanders, so I think that will be a big plus to get a player that everybody would want on their team, because he'll get every team chem. So I really believe that EA might go about doing it like that. It's going to be pricey, but they might, as a master, they might release the Team Diamond Master as Deion Sanders. Possibly. I'm not saying that they will. Sometimes they might give you a player that we probably don't even care for, but it's possible. That's what I want to let you guys know, right? So the other things I will say, once again, is going to be the core elites. So we're in the auction house right now. Let's get out of here. I don't know how I got on here, but we're in the auction house. So I'm just going to pick a team. I'm going to use my team as an example. We're going to go Cowboys. And then I'm going to go quality, right? And I'm going to put elite. I should probably put type core elite, because that's usually what it is. So let me put, is there a core elite? No. What's going on here? Or a program. Is it program? Yeah, core elite. Okay, here we go. So here we go here. I got a lot of the golds ready. So here comes the core elites, right? So I would literally go, I would pick up a Dak Prescott, because Dak Prescott might be a requirement. A J-Ron Kurz, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons. And it's also possible that they not might. Hey, there's been some Maddens where they required Zach Martin, Tyron's, like all these high overall players that they actually required. So don't mistake it to where you don't think that they might not. That's possible. However, they did do 1 year to where they didn't require all the core elites. All they required was like one good one, and then some of these slow ones, and then quite a few golds. So keep that in mind also, right? To when it comes to this program, that they might not overdo it, but then they also might overdo it. And if your team are needing a lot of these players, it's going to be horrendous. But once again, though, they might release the Team Diamond program and just maybe not. You might not even need a certain player for that weight call. All you're going to need is a certain overall when it comes to, like, say, for instance, an 84 overall core elite or an 87 overall a Team Affinity player and stuff like that. They might release it and do that. You just never know, right? So if anything to take out of this video, if you want to prepare for it, do the Team Diamond set. You have nothing to lose, because you go ahead and sell those back, right? If you do want to complete the set. So keep that in mind. If you're completing the sets, you can always sell them back and get your coins back. You might take a small loss, or you might take a gain. Pretty sure you might need one of the Team Affinity players, the 87 overalls, for whatever team that you're choosing. And then you're going to go for the core elites. Try to pick the core elites that you figure that they're going to really want. Pick those. And if you don't really need them all, when the day comes, sell them back. They might be going for more. They might be going for less. We don't know. That's the risk that we're going to take. And then certain golds, right? If you could snipe a lot of golds right now, probably for cheap, I will go and get golds, because they're probably going to be the cheapest to do. Get the golds that you feel are going to use for the set. At least you'll have majority of the players. You might not have all the players, because you might be missing a few. At least you'll have more majority of them to help you complete the set. So that's one thing that I want to highlight right there, right? When it comes to what you need to do in order to prepare for the Team Diamond Pro Bowl. But once again, last year they actually released a whole pack, a whole $1,200 point pack, where you're able to get one of the, I think it was an 88, 89 overall Team Diamond player for a random one, but you're able to get it in one of those packs. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they show us some love. Hopefully they do everything different. Hopefully they address the issues so we could get back to normal program, but we'll see what happens though. But anyways, there it is there. If you guys like seeing what seen, drop a like on the video. If you guys need sub to the channel. There will be more great amazing content coming your way. Thank you guys all for tuning in.